The marketplace mystery, the wise woman who outsmarted greedy merchants. Once in a bustling village known for its lively marketplace, there lived an elderly woman named Abike. She was known for her wisdom, kindness, and resourcefulness. Her knowledge spanned generations, and her words were often sought by the villagers. She had seen both good and hard times, and from her experiences, she learned to value fairness and honesty. In the village, there were many merchants, and though many were fair, a few greedy ones grew wealthy by manipulating prices, cheating customers, and hoarding essential goods during difficult seasons to raise their prices later. People would suffer, but out of necessity, they would buy from these merchants, who continued to prosper at the villagers' expense. One year, a drought struck the village. Food and water became scarce, and the price of basic goods soared. The greedy merchants took advantage, charging high prices and exploiting the villagers' desperation. People turned to Abike for guidance, knowing her wisdom could help them endure these hard times. Abike knew she needed to act but also understood that any direct confrontation could lead to retaliation. Instead, she devised a clever plan to bring the greedy merchants down to their knees and restore balance to the marketplace. Abike called a secret meeting with a handful of trusted villagers. She explained her plan, and though skeptical at first, they agreed to follow her instructions. Over the next few days, these villagers went to the market and began to buy goods from the greedy merchants just a little bit each day. The merchants noticed and, driven by their greed, raised prices even higher. Then Abike instructed her friends to stop buying altogether. Suddenly, sales from the greedy merchants came to a halt. Days went by, and with no buyers, the merchants grew anxious, wondering why their prices, which they thought were reasonable given the drought, weren't attracting any business. Some merchants started lowering their prices, thinking it might entice the villagers back, but still, the people avoided them. Meanwhile, Abike had arranged for honest, humble merchants from neighboring villages to bring goods to their market, selling them at fair prices. The villagers were happy to buy from these new merchants, knowing they were not being exploited. The greedy merchants soon found themselves with an excess of goods and no one willing to pay their high prices. With each day, their storage costs rose and their anxiety grew. Realizing they were losing money with every passing moment, they desperately lowered their prices, even below those of the visiting merchants. One day, as the greedy merchants sat in their empty stalls, frustrated and bewildered, Abike approached them. She gently explained that the marketplace was not just about making a profit, it was about serving the community, especially in hard times. The merchants, embarrassed and humbled, listened to her words. They saw that they had put their own wealth above the welfare of the community. From that day forward, the merchants treated the villagers fairly. They learned to value honesty over greed, for they saw how the wise Abike, with nothing but her wit and wisdom, had protected her people from their exploitative ways. The marketplace regained its balance, and peace and fairness once again reigned in the village. And so, Abike became a beloved legend, her wisdom a guiding light for generations to come.